as people are getting on, I think my mom is joining this AMA hangout on this gorgeous Thursday, September 22nd. Good to see everyone. I love recognizing a bunch of names that I've seen before. Taylor Banks in the house, Sean Park. Sean, thank you for your help recently. Pulling up, we have like the team is prepared. Lindsay and Kellen, who helped organize this. We have slides. You know it's serious when there's slides. It's always so quiet because I guess I'm just talking to myself in our room. Got it. Chat. Trying to do things over here on the side. Oh, there it is. Lindsay. Hon, you guys can all chat too. I think you guys can throw things in the chat. Let me see, Lindsay, I don't. Lindsay, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Yes, as I think most the panelists or attendees can all see it. Let me try to post a comment from Lindsay. Oh, everyone. Boom. Can everyone message? Say what up. That was my alarm that the show has started. Can people not message? What up, Jay? Jared Hernandez, Earl. Dude, I like the name Earl. It's a great name. Oh, so it goes in the Q&A box. Chat is disabled. How do we enable chat? That's annoying. Chat disabled. What up, Martin? Lindsay, is there a way to enable? Oh, everyone. I think I just did it. All right. See if you guys can go in the chat box now. Ah, there we go. They don't call me Noah IT guy Kagan for nothing. Whew. Oy vey. I was a little nervous for a hot minute. That's like my new favorite phrase, hot minute. What up, Sean Park? A lot of these underdogs and sumolings here in the chat. What up, Andy? Taylor Banks. We've been doing this AppSumo before I had wrinkles and when I had hair is when I've seen your name as part of AppSumo. What up, Norman Ho? Christian, what's up, man? Brady Kirkpatrick. I swear that's like every football name put together. Daniel Croft, hello. Kellen McCarthy, Sumo, she's amazing. Lindsay as well. Thank you for helping set this up. Cherie Bennett. I know Cherie. Don't I know Cherie? Molly, what up? Molly G. Von Holt. Y'all have great names today, aka Steve Jobs. Bro, that's definitely a stretch. I did meet Steve Jobs, though. That was quite a story. It's a short story. Martin Guda, Bulgaria. I love Bulgaria. One of my goals is to go to Bulgaria in Romania. That's definitely on my list. Same with Turkey. What up, Jay Patel? Hey, no ha. That's cool. It's like a joke is in my name. Dieter, how is everyone? Shari. All right. So today's agenda, while everyone is dialing in from San Diego, hon, where's everyone else in the world? My mom is always amazed when she sees everyone. And we're going to be giving out AppSumo swag, not swag. I'm just going to give it to one person. Post where you're from in the world. And I think we're giving away like shirts and hats and really cool gear that we have. So just post where you're from and I'll call out one person. Dude, Los Angeles. I'll be there Sunday. Who else is here? John. All right, John Brosio, because I don't think I've seen your name before. John. Lindsay, can you comment about how he should be getting the swag? So I think it's like shirts and hats. And Lindsay, if you can send me a link to what it looks like, I might even show it on screen. I think that'd be really cool. Fort Lauderdale, sweet. UK. We talked in IG before. Yes, I respond to almost everyone. Congrats, dude. Norman Ho. You guys stick around. We've been giving out more swag. So what we're going to be talking about today, we've got basically like 3 separate things. So I'm going to tell you, we got this 49ers collection on AppSumo.com. I think you've all heard of our site. That's why you're here. Definitely go to AppSumo.com. Check that out. It's all these products that are solid for $49. I'm going to do an AMA. I think we have about an hour today. I want to go through every one of your questions. So it might be fast, but we will answer them. I can't snap with my right hand. AMA is Ask Me Anything. You can ask me anything except some things, but let's try to find the limit. Really, let's get your questions answered. Let's take some action. Let's have a great day. I want this to be the best 45-ish minutes of your month. No pressure. So we did a giveaway. We're going to do an AMA, ask me anything. We're going to talk to someone who's used one of the tools on AppSumo. And every time we do this, it's always better than I expect. So we have a special guest coming on to talk about how he actually uses one of the products on AppSumo and just about his business. So that'll be in a little bit. I'll answer more of your questions about things going on in your business or in your life. Like Dieter, we can talk cycling briefly, but I think a lot of people here want to talk money and business and companies and startups. And then we'll give away a few more things. And I'll also show you some of the 49er collection. Do our European people know about the 49ers? Just curious if they do. I don't think a lot of I think it's Earl. Is Earl here now? East Coasters don't know about him. Yeah, see, I think a lot of the European people don't know about 49ers. It's a football team, not soccer. The real football. No. The real football is soccer. We're the fake football, whatever. I don't care. Sweet. So let's go into the AMA. I have a lot of questions that y'all have submitted via the form, as well as I'd like to do the ones that are here. I'll keep giving out more merch. There's a link in the chat. Let me see. Lindsay posted it. Sassy, moody, nasty. There's some like sick merch. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's pretty good. What does it say? Don't sweat the tech needs. Tech nerds. All right. Let's go down to AMA and questions. Then we're going to bring on Earl and Rich. I think it's always amazing to hear from people how they're running other businesses, especially solopreneurs, freelancers, small business owners. And seeing how they run it actually is really inspiring and gives a lot of great ideas. So I think that'll be beneficial for everyone. All right. In terms of AMA, how was my trip to Europe? I just spent the summer in Barcelona. I love it. Europe is highly underrated, I would say. We can even do a game, underrated or overrated. Europe is underrated. So cheap, great weather, nice people, beach. It's really big. Food is excellent. And if you're into cycling, I'm into cycling. I don't know what hobbies are y'all into? Post in the chat. Highly recommend checking out Barcelona. I was there for the summer. Oh, this is cool. Tori's posting he's going to Berlin next week. Anyone want to meet up? Berlin is also amazing. A lot of questions coming in that are just saying happy to be here, which is great. Berlin's really good. Food scene's good. It's just like gritty, really funky place. All right, I'm gonna go through some questions, but I'd love to know why you showed up today. Like, what is the one question, if I can answer it, would make your day amazing? Which is why, not that I can do everything, but I'll do my best to help you out. So please post your questions that you have. All right, so Jared, actually, we do have Jared's question. Jared, it's literally the first question. Let me see if I can show the slides. Here's Jared's question. I'm going to share screen and share that slide. There it is. So can you see? I can't see what you're seeing. You can see Jared's slides, probably. Is that right? Can you guys see it? Just Jared's slides? Yes, yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes. Okay, perfect. So Jared said, I'm doing the whole digital nomad thing, running my Australian-based business. All right, Jared, I'll do my Australian accent then, mate. You know I can do it. From the Balkans. The problem is that as a solopreneur, and to be honest, a bootstrapper, I'm struggling to reach an audience beyond our own geographic sweet spot. Say you were to start again today as a bootstrapper, Noah. So dude, the accent's not bad. I know you guys are judging it and being like, okay, you could do it better. Jared's is probably better, but not bad. Without dumping cash, slightly Indian. It's a little bit of a Northern Indian thing. I would agree. Without dumping cash into paid advertising, how would you go about reaching an audience beyond your own patch? Jared, you know what they say about the tall poppy seed down there in Australia, mate? You know what I'm talking about? So I think what Jared, I would look at it a little differently, man. So one, awesome being a solopreneur, awesome being bootstrapped, just like AppSumo, and awesome being in the Balkans. I don't even know where that is, but it just sounds, I know it's on Monopoly and it just sounds damn cool. So what I would do if I were you is do the opposite. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's what maybe you need to hear, which is if you have an advantage, Jared, in Australia, there's billions of dollars being spent and a lot of people there need marketing and help from what you're able to do. And I think you're thinking about, how do I go outside? I would say stay inside. And I would bet you You could use referrals. I bet you, however you got your, so Jared in the chat, how did you get your first clients? I would bet you a lot of money. I'll bet a lot of money. Let's say $100 that you could do what you did to get your first clients and get more of them. And I would keep doing that until you run out of them. Too many times, a lot of, referrals. Exactly. Go get more referrals. Go do that before you start trying to compete outside of the game. And I've seen that too many times from a lot of solopreneurs where they're trying to win in games. You can eventually win, but you have a lot of free money and easy competition at home. So I would stick around there before trying to worry about winning outside. And you're like, well, I know, Noah, I know, but I want to win outside. Don't. I can't win in Australia. I'm probably easier for me to win in Austin, Texas. So play to your strengths. And finally, when you've maxed out all that ability, then we can talk paid ads and stuff like that. We spent $500,000 on ads and affiliate. So I can share about how to expand it. But even with AppSumo, it's like, how do we go back to a lot of what we're doing in our company is the basics. And the teams that win are great at the basics. Kobe Bryant is basics, like Michael Jordan does basics. Get your basics down, focus on that. And I think you're going to do really well. And then once it's finally reached, hit me up again. But I think you'll be surprised. All right. Momo had a question. Oh, this is, all right. John Brosio. John, I think we have your question. I have a solopreneur. So answer live. How does that work? Oh, does that mean you come on the question? How does that work? I don't know. All right. John said, I have a solopreneur business and drive traffic to my offer via Medium and Twitter. 10 to 12 monthly million views. Damn, John. That's sick. Nice job. Give yourself some props. I hope you give yourself like a nice iced tea with some Splenda today. My longer 5 to 7 year goal is to systematize my I swear I'm getting dumber. Systematize my offer via SaaS, which is software as a subscription. My question is, if you're a non-tech dude like me, how do I get the basic framework for my MVP moving, get tech people to help me start building this? So, John, let's be a little bit more specific, especially while we're live on air. Tell me a little bit more, John, about what the offer you're selling now is and what the content is. And I'm going to give you 2 pieces of suggestion in that probably you can make a lot more money still today optimizing the Medium and Twitter traffic of the 10 to 12 monthly million views that you're getting before you jump into a SaaS offering. Just because you get to software subscription or you get to software doesn't mean your life's getting better. There's a lot of really, this is crazy. I'll tell you a true story. A lot of really rich plumbers. I know people don't like when I say this stuff, but I think you can do solopreneur, you can do agency and build a very, very large business. I was in a multi-million-dollar condo. I was with a realtor, not for me. He was just showing me cool stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, the plumber who does a lot of plumbing in New York is the one who bought like the penthouse. So what I'm trying to encourage you there is before you jump into the tech stuff, which you may not have as much experience in, which I'm not saying you can't, make as much money as possible and have as much fun as possible in your sweet spot. So that's number one. The second thing that I would encourage you to think about in terms of the non-tech stuff is you can do, especially with apps, not just to plug AppSumo.com, but AppSumo.com, Google Docs. There are so many ways to do no code today. Like there's no excuse for you to not validate within a weekend. I think you guys have known I've talked about this. Validate in a weekend the software offering, because all software does is a manual thing, automated. All software does is a manual thing, automated. So what I'd really like you to think about is instead of getting your basic MVP moving and tech people and I don't think you need anyone, especially if you have the traffic. I would try to see, can I get people to pay for something? For example, a friend of mine texted me yesterday. His name's Jonathan Wegner. And Jonathan was like, here's Jonathan. He was texting me yesterday. There's a heart. I think I sent that. He was like, I have an idea for a business. It's AppSumo, but instead of the companies pay marketing dollars to the buyers, whatever. I was like, well, how can you see if people will do this weekend? And so, John, I would really encourage you to keep seeing if you can make as much money as possible without tech, because that's not your forte. Doesn't mean you can't do it. And use no-code solutions, Google Spreadsheets, products on AppSumo.com. There are a ton of them, and validate it that way. And once it's validated, I use a guy named Muhammad. I'll post his email. This is who I used to help build AppSumo for $12 an hour. I built it with him after, like, I basically put up a PayPal button and I manually emailed people their codes. So those are the 2 things I would consider. Yeah. So John, I love this. He said he's teaching people copywriting frameworks he's used to build 40,000 audience. I would keep expanding on this. I posted, oh, sorry. I'll post the developer's name who I've worked with. His name is Muhammad. So John, I think before you dive into building the software stuff, I would see how far you could take this. And then, so the way I like to think about AppSumo is like 4 days a week is 80%. 1 day a week is your experiment. 4 days a week, really focus on this and experiment with the software and things like that while you're expanding, which you're doing amazing, the revenue and scope of what you're offering for what you already have understanding of. Like I grew up building a bunch of software stuff and hacking it together. So it wasn't a thing for me. If it's not that you can't do it, but use no code, validate it, and then go and build it with someone like Muhammad. And after you build it with Muhammad, again, then you're going to be paying developers, like people at AppSumo that are in the development make between 100 to a lot more than 100. All right, you guys, I'm just going to call this out. A tech suggestion, any way to add a favorites feature to save apps of interest for future reference or purchase on AppSumo.com. Don't look at the audio. Just look at my eyes. I can't wink today. There's a possibility that might happen on AppSumo. So thank you for that suggestion. It's definitely one of the #1 requested things from consumers. Okay. Will we bring back AppSumo Plus LTD for a limited time? How about the Thanksgiving Day, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever people celebrate or don't celebrate? AppSumo Plus has never been an LTD, but that's actually a really good idea. AppSumo Plus as an LTD. I kind of like it, but we've never done that as an LTD. This one is going to be an interesting but boring but interesting one. What and y'all answer in the questions and comments. I'd love to see your guys' answers. What would you guys use for MVPing of apps or wireframing apps on AppSumo.com? What would you guys say? Shari uses Beezer. Let me just pull these up. I'm using the mic so the audio quality is better. Can you guys hear me okay? So it looks like right now we don't have a audio is good. Haven't taken the leap yet. iBlue apps. So I'll tell you what I would do. I don't see anything really strong. We have a mobile apps creator called iBlue apps. That's what it looks like Shari's using. What I would do, this is not going to be sexy. And sometimes business isn't sexy. And a lot of business, that's best. It's not about sexy. It's about giving the customers what they need. So the two things that come to mind, my first two thoughts around how do you wireframe something is I would use Google Slides. It's shockingly good. There's also Figma and there's Canva and there's other things. I found Google Slides just like simple. And you have to really think about like when people are doing a lot of wireframing and building of apps and things like that, it's not about that. It's about finding out if customers are wanting what you're creating more than anything. Clarity. So there's some good suggestions here. Wireframe. I haven't heard of all these. I always like seeing new software. This is cool. So wireframe.cc. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wow. Here, I'm going to share a screen. You guys can see it. So yeah, this is wireframe.cc. Oh, wow, this is pretty good. I'll try to get it on AppSumo. All right, I'll send it to the team. Yeah, this is cool. This is how like AppSumo was built. I was like, oh, I don't want to pay full price for something like this. All right, send it to the team. They will look into getting it. Wow, that's cool. There's wireframe, and I was mentioning slides.google.com. Keyword. All right. Oy vey. All right. And we're back. All right. We will get them on AppSumo. We'll hit them up. Can't promise it. All right. Let me go through your questions. Any SMS text messaging platforms on AppSumo? Yeah, we built one. It's super affordable. It's called shortysms.com. I think it's $49 for life. I think the phone ones we've had in the past, I don't really know what it is right now. Yeah, JM Pepper, I just got to call out what he said. They said, using pencil, paper, and a phone camera as my starting point. Have a remarkable pen tablet. Does great to get electronic. You can always just draw it as well on an iPad or whatever kind of tablet you're using. All right. Let me come back to some of the different. You guys have great questions. This is awesome. Do we want to allow PayPal for Plus members? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know why we don't have Plus subscriptions via PayPal. That's a good idea. How many hours a day do you work per day? And to be a CEO of a tech company, how many hours is reasonable with proper delegation? It's just whatever you want. It's your life. I think find work where you don't have to worry about the hours. Like last night I was up till 9 and I was up again at 8. I met someone recently who works, he goes to sleep. This is crazy. He goes to sleep at 11:30 p.m. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. And he's like, I just love what I do. There's no right or wrong. I think he's just thinking about, how many hours do you want to put in and what kind of life do you want to live and figuring out the best way to set that up for yourself. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Any ways to centralize and get workflow between all the apps going out? There's so many apps today. There's so many apps in the past. There might be something coming out on AppSumo end of October that helps solve that. But yes, there's companies that are doing. I think we have a pretty good solution that will help with that. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about this. Is this a common sentiment about software developers are legit? What due diligence do you do, and can you share with the AppSumo customers? We actually do very thorough background on all the companies that come out. There's been some unfortunate partners lately that honestly is just disappointing. And so we're reviewing all the partners that have failed, making sure they don't come back on AppSumo, seeing how we can help get those products back, and reviewing our process to ensuring that partners are delivering the product that people bought. If you have ideas or things you're curious about, James, keep that feedback coming here. And I'll relay that to the team. Because, yeah, it's disappointing on our side. We want to make sure you buy something, you get it. All right, other questions? Wow, this is great. All right, I'm going to go to some of the slides. And I think we're about to come on and we'll have one of the guests. We have, Lindsay, do we have Richard? Is he around?
We sure do. He's here.
All right, let's start it. We'll go on in 5 minutes. We got Richard, which is exciting to come on. And I think we have a quiz for me during it. So can LTDs hurt company long-term? How long do you recommend waiting to transition to monthly subscription only? I mean, clearly LTDs don't hurt a lot of companies. We've promoted thousands of companies over the year and a very small percent have gone under, which is disappointing. And I'll tell you, we're working on it and we're figuring out how do we support these partners better? How do we vet them better? And I don't think that there's ever a bad time to transfer to a monthly subscription. I think what I've always been excited about is what are the subscriptions I personally pay for that I'm just happy about? Not only like I pay it, I'm like excited about it. And I think people are too quick to just like, I need a subscription business. I need recurring revenue. And the answer is not recurring revenue. It's how do you create something that people are excited to value based on what their needs are? And so I think you can do it sooner, just making sure it's something valuable that people want to give you money for. LTD is lifetime deal. LTE is the cell phone technology. It's the cell phone. I don't know what that means. Long terminal. Does anybody know what LTE stands for? I'd love to, if you know, post in the chat. I'll call it out. All right. What's the best AI creator? So there's a few different AI creators on AppSumo. That's not the point of this per se. Long-term, no, it's not. LTV is lifetime value, but what is LTE in cell phone world? Yeah, so I'd say the two top sellers today is Neuron Writer and Word Hero. These have gone crazy, to be straight. Like people love and you get a lot of value out of using these AI writers with GPT-3 to help create content. Is it really long-term evolution? Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. All right, so I'd say Neuron Writer or Word Hero. Thank you, Jay Patel. So is it Earl and Richard or just Earl?
Just Earl. Richard has a slideshow deck.
Oh, we have him in the slideshow?
Yeah, his testimonial.
All right, I'm going to show Earl's testimonial. Richard's. All right, here's Richard's testimonial. I also just was calling this out from part of the 49ers collection. Did anyone get any of the products in the 49ers collection? And what did y'all think of it? I'd love to hear your candid, honest response. It was an idea to bring back products or new products at a specific price point. Richard and his team conduct a lot of meetings. I also hate when people read off slides that you can all read. But it uses MeetGeek. I think MeetGeek is actually really, really interesting. We have a different product we already started with at AppSumo called Gong. But if I was starting today and I didn't have a lot of money, that's definitely the product I would be checking out. And it records and transcribes your meetings. It's really interesting to be able to have those notes and be able to look back on it. So normally, this is so cool. People would take notes, but it uses MeetGeek. And then 10 to 15 minutes later, they have a transcription of what people said in the meeting. His talks are very technical. This is so cool, man. I wish I could have met Richard. Shout out, Richard. I hope you're doing awesome. Owner of Everything Voice Ltd. That's not lifetime deal. I think that's limited because he's a UK company. But what an amazing thing. MeetGeek even gave us a transcript of our call with Richard to use for this post. Man, so cool. So cool. Shout out to MeetGeek. It is a $49 deal. I don't know when it ends. Lindsay, do you have any idea when that ends?
Yeah, in like 24 hours.
24 hours?
Get it quick, guys.
No, it's always fascinating with apps. Did I spell it wrong? Oh my God, I'm getting dumber by the day. And I hate when people say they're getting dumber, but I'm like, spelling's getting dumber. I'm like, I was spelling it like meat, M-E-A-T. Yeah, dude, 49 bucks. Let me get that myself. Did anyone get this? I'd be curious if there's any other people that have tried it out. Daniel and James, what did you all think of MeetGeek? Did you get to use it in one of your chats, one of your calls? Dan C, I've seen more people use Word Hero, but I haven't personally used them, so I can't put my name on either of them. Oh, Daniel, you helped build MeetGeek? Daniel Perfume? Oh, this is so cool. Oh, Daniel's head of marketing. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, shout out MeetGeek. I definitely think this is one of the kind of products that I get excited about. I just think it's like such cool new technology. We pay for Gong. I know we're working on it. But this is a great thing. I think it's really cool, especially like we have people taking notes during meetings. Yeah, I think clients could be a little nervous, but I think that's a really cool idea. Huh, sweet. All right, coming back. A few more questions. Oh, Shari, you're here. Shari, sorry, not Shari. I'll stop. Cherie said, and then we're going to bring Richard on in about a minute or Earl on in a minute or two. Cherie said, I want to know what I can do about the loss of funds and trust when software strategies are no longer working. How do you bounce back from a perceived failure? Is it a mindset or something more? I would love to know, what do y'all think? Jam Pepper, let me know how and by the way, y'all can always email me, noah@appsumo.com. I do my best to respond to every single one of you. So feel free. I'd love to hear what you think about. So I don't know if is this an AppSumo specific about when the products go under? Yeah, so is this about AppSumo or just like in life? Yeah, so Andy, I think you called it out right. Learning is never a failure. You know, I was just trying to think about all the failures that have gone down, and you know, let's separate it from personal versus professional. So in this instance, I think Cherie is commenting at AppSumo. There's been a few notable, like Deep Word and a few of these other products that have gone under, and after we paid them, and then they claim they have no money. And so in our agreement with them, we basically have the right to figure out how to get that software back online to make sure that people who bought it can get the service. I think Andy kind of called it out. It's not bad that a mistake happens. Ideally, you can get it. You want to be ahead of it. But the mistake is if it happens again. And definitely we've had more products this year than ever before go under. And I don't know what's the cause of that. And so the reality there is, A, how do we protect our customers? So we have things we're working on there in terms of vetting as well as protection that we're going to be adding in the next month or two. And then the second thing is, like, how are we vetting companies differently? Because ideal is, like, if you've created software like Daniel over at MeetGeek, we do thorough vetting. There's a lot of people that talk to the partners. They go through a lot of vetting. And it's really about, all right, how do we improve our process So mistake happening twice is the bad part. Happening once is okay. And so, yeah, it is a bit unfortunate. And one of the things I've realized, and it sucks and I'm sorry about it, is that you guys do integrate it into your customers, into your own businesses, these software solutions that help save you time and money. And then now you have to either, you've already set it up, if it's with a client, that sucks. So we are going to be working a lot. This is definitely becoming a high priority in AppSumo, to ensuring that when people buy something, they're getting what they're buying. And we're selling lifetime deals. So the fact that it goes out in like a few months is unacceptable. And we will be looking into the partners and pursuing them to make sure that they're delivering what they promise. So James, that's a good call out. We're actually doing the analysis of which partners are going under. And if they go under once, they should not be back on AppSumo ever, unless there's a very good reason for it. And then with Deep Word, we are looking into how to get either an alternative product, or we have the source code. So do we run the code ourselves or find someone to run the code? We also, we want to make this more of a one-off case, not a norm. And so we're looking about how do we fix this for the long term. So that's definitely something that's a priority that I appreciate you all bringing up. And I am sorry that these products have gone down, and we'll do our best. We'll do better, not do our best, because we're doing our best. We'll do better to work this moving forward. I think kind of bouncing back, it is sucky, and it sucks to hear that from y'all. And I'm disappointed in us. And so I do think it's that, okay, this is becoming more of an issue, and we need to review how we're doing it internally, and then sharing that, and then making sure it happens less in the future. So kind of what Andy said. And also thank you guys for telling us about it. It's disappointing. Let me bring on Richard, Earl right now. Earl's going to talk about, I'm going to do a scent survey, and he's going to talk about one of the products that he's used from the 49er collection. Or is Earl ready? If y'all are ready for Earl, like, let's throw Earl's name in the chat. He's a sumoling just like y'all. He's been buying products, making stuff. And I believe he has a scent business. Well, yeah, Shari, it's not PR. It's more like, I've been doing this a long time. I don't want to disappoint y'all, and we'll do better. So it's definitely high on my list. So if people are ready for Earl, let's bring on Earl. And Shari, keep me honest. That's one of the lines that Kevin always says at our company. Check back with me. If in a month you're not seeing progress on this, let me know. Where is Earl? All right, we're bringing Earl on. I think he's going to be able to have video. Earl, you in the house? Earl, where you at? People are hyped about you, man. I think you're all... He's not in the panel. Where'd he go? Lindsay, do you see him?
I don't. It's like he's in a weird limbo.
Yeah, dude, we lost Earl. Earl's in the ether. Does anyone see Earl?
Give it a second. Give it a second.
Oh, he's there. He's in panels.
Right here.
Earl, my man. Yo. Earl, we see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
Okay, let me see if I can fix that. It kicked me out for a second.
Yeah, that was weird. If you go to your settings in Zoom, I do think you can, on the audio section, increase your microphone level. Like my microphone it's actually kind of quiet, but I can make it a little louder. If you go to settings in Zoom, command comma audio.
Oh wait, let's try this. How about that?
Can y'all hear Earl? It's a little quiet for me. Lindsay, do we have a slide for Earl?
We don't, but I'll make sure that his quiz is in the chat for you.
Yeah, let's find this quiz. Earl, I like your it's like it's not an apron.
Apron? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that now you're louder. Can you tell everyone who is Earl?
Well, I am the owner of ESW Perfume Bar. And what that does, it helps active and attractive people use scent to entice and delight others, AKA create your own scent.
All right, hold on, Lindsay, can you post the URL? All right, so Earl, I guess you wanted me to take this quiz?
Yes.
All right, and then can you give everyone your URL for them to go check out? Can you post in the chat, or maybe Lindsay can post in the chat?
Sure.
By the way, Yeah, everyone's giving you props. I'm gonna double give you props. That was a great pitch. If you want to say it one more time, it was just hot. I'll let him submit that. And then once you give your pitch one more time,
Let's see.
all right. So Earl's putting that in. Earl, you got, what's the URL, Earl? Is it Earl? Earl
It's,
Samuel Williams?
for the specifically the quiz, correct?
No, just for the perfumes.
Oh, it's earlsamuelwilliams.com.
All right, earlsamuelwilliams.com. Did you post it?
Doing it right now.
All right, I beat you to it, but
Oh yeah, yours is better. You got the HTTPS.
yeah, so people can go check it out. This is wild. So let me just, I'll share screen and I'll take the quiz. So Earl, how long have you been selling perfumes?
About 8 years now.
How did you get into selling perfumes?
I used to work for a fragrance shop, and we were very competitive in the mall that we were in. And that introduced me to having to a whole different world of scents, like from different places, from the Eastern scents to our local market, Western scents and things like that, essential oils, absolutes and things. I had no idea about it before. And then once I started working there, I learned so much. So by the time that I moved to Dallas, I had already had like a kit that I brought with me. And I just kind of got like confirmation after confirmation to keep to bring it here and do it here.
And then, dude, this is so cool. I think the audience, I mean, I don't know if the audience is going crazy. I'm going crazy on this. Is awesome, man. And then do you sell in a store, or how do people buy your fragrances?
I do various pop-up shops, and I ship fragrances for repeat orders, but I do pop-up shops and private parties. So I set those up at public and private events. I've had a few events where I've set up a table inside someone's home about 3 times this year so far. Another time next month, I'm going to be doing one as well.
That is wild. At first, I thought it was like a whiskey tasting, but it's perfume scenting. How do you?
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. They think that it's tequila.
How do you clear out the scent? Like, you know, when you smell 2 perfumes, but in between them, like, what do you use to like neutralize it?
So the popular way that people use is to use coffee beans, ground coffee beans. I have a trick that I use. I always tell them to smell the bend of your arm, because the smell of your own skin resets your nose as well. Actually, I would argue that it does it better than the coffee beans.
That's Earl, I think your smoke detector needs to change batteries, by the way. That beeping that goes off. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need. All good. All good. All right. So let's take this quiz. And this is, you actually created this with an AppSumo product that you bought.
Yes.
All right. Video is muted. Should I unmute it? I'm going to unmute it. All right. What scents match with you? If you're not sure what notes are right for you, take our quiz to find out. All right. Let's do it. All right. Where are you wearing your fragrance? Flagrant. Dude, I'm definitely getting dumber. That's about a date night. All right, probably on a date night. I'm going on a date. Which mood do you want a fragrance to express? Flirty, confident, cozy, classic, sensual? Any suggestions from the audience? Honestly, my first thought, I'd like to feel confident. I'm not always feeling confident, Earl. But I kind of like maybe a little flirty. I'm gonna go with confident. I want the confident vibe.
Oh yeah.
All right. What scent do you enjoy the most? You know what? I got some weird smells. Like, I love gasoline at a gas station. Oh man.
I tried to include things that was very out there, because I like weird smells. I like the smell of leather. So I like like the suede, my suede leather scent. Like, I like that a lot. And people are like, why do you like that? I don't know.
I was gonna say I either like chai tea latte or sugar cookies. I'm probably gonna go chai tea. I like the chai tea scent. All right. Where would you rather be? Oh man. Right now, dude, I'm gonna go private beach, Earl. Doesn't have to be private. I could just be on a beach.
Nice.
All right. What's your drink of choice? It's all alcohol. I mean, right now I'd probably do rosé because it's 1 p.m. in Texas. I think the other stuff would be a little
That
night night.
is. That is.
All right, you're referring to make a statement, subtly linger. I think I want subtly. Subtly? How do you say that word?
Subtly.
How do you say it?
I might have missaid it too, but I say subtly.
Subtly linger. How long did it take you to put this together?
Less than a day. It was
Hot.
it was
It was what?
it was super easy. Now let's see. You have hot and
Was this pretty
sensual.
easy to set up?
Yeah, it was easy to set up.
How did you set it up so like based on my thing it could pick something for you? You have like
So-
points?
So Snackeet has conditional logic. So depending on the answers that you chose, there is a specific question within the quiz that goes to the result. So the other questions that are already in there, like some of them are there just to it's more like it's somewhat like points, but it's mostly just if you go, it's a chosen path really.
You're not like are you a developer?
No.
Oh, this is cool. All right, your scent preference is hot and sensual. You're drawn to fragrances that are spicy and voluptuous because they make you feel exotic and intoxicating. All right. Wearing them allows you to tap in a different side of yourself. Look for one that's playful, magnetic, and utterly resistible. When you meet someone new, it's a must that your scent infatuates them. I like that. Look for notes like vanilla, excuse me, combined with spices like incense, patchouli, or tobacco. All right. So is there a next step for me, or is there like a link to hit you up?
So at this particular point, if you go to the next slide that's there, then it would give you the options to create your fragrance. But in the live version of that quiz where I'm standing face to face with you, I would then begin taking that those recommended notes. So the patchouli scent, I would give you that, and I would give you other scents to smell that's in that fragrance family, the patchoulis, the vanillas, and the tobacco scents, and I would let you smell them right there on the spot. And then you would tell me, I like this, I don't like this, I like this is great, I don't care for that. And then we'll narrow it down to about 3 or 4. And then I'll put them on fragrance strips together so you can see what all of the scents smell like together before I even mix it for you. And once you love it, I make it right there on the spot.
Is there a reason? So that's cool. I mean, I guess one thing I was curious, is there a reason you don't sell it online? Or is it hard to know if they're gonna like it?
I was trying to figure out setting the website up so that the quiz would be able to play into creating the fragrance. So I can create the fragrance, but it's a little bit more difficult to set my website up to do what I do in person.
Yeah, because after the quiz, it's like, here's your thing, and then it's like, buy it, right? Am I reading it right?
Yeah. Face to face, I would be able to talk to the person, let them smell the scents right there on the spot. And online, they can't smell the scents. So it's more, they'll take my word for it, what I say it smells like, versus one person might think they like tobacco and then smell the Virginia tobacco and think, well, I don't like it as much as I thought I did. I prefer the jasmine scent.
I guess what would be interesting, yeah. So Cherie said it's really cool to see how you're using it. And then Daniel had a question kind of similar to me, was like figuring out like, how do you create a quick buy button? I guess you have a store here that you can take from the quiz results. It's like, here's, I don't know how much you can charge for it. So it's like, is there like a sample bottle I could buy of that?
The fragrance, usually the fragrance is created for them already. So once they have the fragrance created, I set the website up for quick and easy refills for formulas that we already have.
Yeah, I guess I'm
And
just
then
kind
the
of.
other one,
Yeah, sorry.
and the other ones that you see there are the actual private event experiences where I'll bring the perfume bar to your home or to any event of your choice, because I can set my table up anywhere.
I love that you love scents. Yeah, I would definitely think there's a opportunity. I think this is what people are in the audience, including myself, are saying, where like, let me buy the sample bottle of the one you recommended.
Nice.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's one of the main things that I'm working on now, because I want to be able, I've seen some people that have done it, but I'm not technical, so I don't know exactly how to make that happen. But I've seen people who does have some sites where you can design your fragrance right from the website, and they'll make it and just ship it out.
yeah, because I think
And
that'd be cool.
ultimately, that's what I want.
Yeah, I just asked the people on the team. It'd be cool once you have that quiz result, because do you get notified of my result? I'm guessing.
Yes.
And
And then it asks you too to put your information in, so that information comes right to my email.
yeah, I wonder how you could even do that manual. How much would it cost for you to send me that scent?
Just
Like, how much is it?
25.
It's $25.
Yep.
And does that make you money? You get profit on that?
25. Yeah, 25 for up to 3 cents. If we do 4 cents, it would be 45, and 5 cents is 55.
And that's all like mixed into one bottle for like a small bottle?
Correct.
All right, I'll pay you 25 for that scent.
Oh, perfect.
I think that'd be great. Here, do you have
Perfect.
Venmo, or do you have Venmo or PayPal? Or how do you?
I do. I have both.
All right, let's do Venmo.
Let's see.
Here, I'll send you Earl, I'll message you my address. But Earl, I think it's like sometimes when you have that result, maybe afterwards, like, hey, I'm going to email you. It's $25, because then you don't always have to be in person. That's the whole, kind of the beauty of the internet world.
Right. And that's what I wanted to transition it into, because a lot of the work that I'm doing right now is all in person. It's all public events. My trunk is filled with fragrances all the time, y'all.
Do you want to post for me your Venmo, or just let me know what it is?
Let me pull it up now.
All right. Any other questions for Earl? So one, that was a cool version of how to use, it's called Snackeet, I think, or no, Snackeet.
Snackeet. Yep.
Dude, Lindsay, this guy. Oh, Cherie, maybe, hey, Cherie, can you charge Earl, or maybe do it for a bottle? She can help it go to a payments page, man.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Earl, what's your, tell me your Venmo. I'll send you $25. If you could tell me your Venmo, I'll send you money. And I just messaged you on the Zoom thing, my work address.
Okay.
What's your Venmo?
It's at Earl Williams -093.
All right. I'm curious how this smells, man. If I stay single, I'm gonna blame you. I'm just kidding. All right.
I got you covered.
All right, man. I just sent you 25. James just had a good joke. He said, imagine the scene of a car crash with Earl. I hope you don't get into a car crash, but that would be pretty funny. Just drive safely. But Cherie, if you could reach out. I just you look like I got the scientist.
A lot of my bottles look like this, so a car crash would shatter me too.
Oof, that's not a good look. Dude, yeah. You know what happens, Earl? I will say, man, I'll be a spokesperson if I get the scent, and then I get a wife, bro. I'll tell you, you're gonna be at the wedding. I'm gonna host your table at the wedding.
Look, I'm working hard on it. Then.
All right,
I'm working hard on it. Then we getting you hitched.
I appreciate that. I'm pretty good. Single life's not too bad, but so Cherie actually can help you set it up so it'll go to a payments page. She put her email here in the chat, and then I sent you my address on the chat. But everyone give it up for Earl. That was cool. This was so cool. Honestly, Earl, I don't get to see this enough, man. Thank you for coming on and sharing that.
I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, Max is here. Yeah, great session. All right, Earl. I'm gonna send off. It's Snackeet, Earl at EarlSamuelWilliams.com, and hit up Cherie so she can help you set that up.
Oh yeah, I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, her email sb@makeitall.com. It's out in the chat. Earl, you have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Yo, I told you. Y'all didn't believe me. Y'all never believe. No, y'all believe me. I was like, yo, Earl's going to be dope. I told you every time we bring on one of the partners or Sumolings, it's just so inspiring. It's so cool to see him using Snackeet. I'm going to pull it up right here where you can use quizzes. Cherie was fire as well, saying that you can actually tie this to a payments page. And so, Earl, I think, one, it's great you're doing it in person. Keep going in person like we talked about. But also, if you can start coming on shows like this or sending the link to people and be like, yo, take it. It's $25. Maybe you give them 2 of them, whatever it is that makes sense for your business economics. Damn, that was cool. Thank you, Earl, again. Let me come back here. So yeah, we have 7-ish more minutes. Let's give out some swag. I always like saying that word, swag. I think we're giving out, this is pretty dang cool swag. Post something. Post your. Let me give out swag to someone who like. Well, yeah, I think it delivers anywhere in the world. I'm gonna look up someone who gave Earl some props. James Thomas. Oh, and Cherie. James Thomas, Cherie. Please hit up Lindsay. We're gonna give you guys some credit so that you can get a shirt, a hat, an AppSumo thing. We got you. It's Snackeet GDPR. I don't know. Let's see. It is GDPR compliant. New deal page. All right, James Thomas and Cherie, hit up Lindsay Hall. She will get you taken care of. Let's come back to a few of the Q&A. We think we got about 7-ish minutes. Will we be, oh, here's a question. Will you bring back Sweet Dash, Click, Noisy, Simplified? Maybe. You guys don't like this stuff. A lot of times they don't even tell me. But yes, there's a high chance coming in the future, stuff comes back. You guys are so funny. I do encourage people to always ask for a discount on everything, no matter what. Not everything all the time. Sometimes it's exhausting. But do we have discount codes in AppSumo? We already have literally like the craziest prices. Like Snackeet is normally, let's go to Snackeet's website. Snackeet is normally, how much is this normally? $20 a month, I think, for the service that people are doing forever. And it's $49 one time. That's a pretty good code. But yes, we will always try to get you codes and discounts if we can. But a lot of times I'm like, yo, it's already a great deal. Questions coming. All right. So Mark has a question. I've built a tool. It's an online team assessment tool that might benefit your clients with teams. It's not SaaS. We do sell non-SaaS products. There are like deposit photos is not SaaS, but a lot of our customers and Sumolings are solopreneurs and they don't necessarily have teams. So that software is generally not going to do as well. And look, if Mark, you want to post it and people go crazy of it, we can look at it. But our customers are generally solopreneurs and smallpreneurs, and tools that support them in starting their business or helping their clients. So if they have teams, it's probably not going to be as suited for AppSumo today. Oh, by the way, Tori, I've seen this movie and it's not a lot of people have seen it. It's called The Perfume, The Story of a Murder. It's a little bit longer than it should be, but it's actually a really good movie. If y'all haven't seen it, I actually do recommend it. Thank you for shouting out Perfume. All right, Mark, I will check out Team Litica. Did I spell that right? I spelled it right. Yeah, so Mark, I'll just share a screen so y'all can see. Screen sharing has failed to start. What's happening to me? So this is probably not going to do great on AppSumo, so we wouldn't promote it. A lot of our customer base is solopreneurs. So people with less than 5 people working for them. And a lot of them are agencies and freelancers or someone just like Earl. who's got a really fun idea and they want some tools to be able to, without spending a lot of money, act and be like a bigger business. So tools like this, it's not generally the kind of customers we tend to enjoy serving or serve well, but I think this is a neat looking product. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's just not necessarily the audience that we have, that we promote things to. All right, Tori has a question. But Mark, great on you for building it. It's just not what AppSumo is right now. Let's say I have 5 great ideas. They have all been validated. That's not true. And assume I'm equally excited about them all. Can I do them all? Should I pick one? I've tried focusing on one thing and it does not make me happy. Then do it the way you want. I like putting whipped cream on a lot of stuff, so that's what I do. I love whipped cream. So I guess the question I'm wondering though is what's holding you back from starting these, Tori? Because it sounds like you've had ideas, they've all had customers, and you know you like doing all of them. So what's the actual problem? Is the problem, I'm guessing, is you're not getting as much traction as you would like on them. And so then I would look at, all right, of the 5, the way that I've done it, when I started AppSumo, my purpose was I hate paying full price. I love these tools. I want to get a deal. So I actually started 3 different businesses. There was Software Taco, there was Software Reviews, and there was AppSumo. And then there was one called Reward Level. It was actually 4. No, 3, sorry. Reward Level, Software Taco, and AppSumo. And it was like, okay, well, which one can I 10x the easiest? And do I enjoy it? And AppSumo. And so I stopped the other 2. And that's basically what G2 Crowd, Capterra, some of these review sites have been. But I would probably pick one and try to get one going and commit. Just say, hey, I'm going to pick one and do each one for 30 days only. And you don't have to overthink it, but give yourself a time frame to make a commitment. And I promise you, if you do that, you'll probably have more success. And guess what? You know what feels good? Winning. It feels great. So let's figure out how to get more of that. I do want to show some of the deals. This is we do have this 49ers thing going down. These are some of the different products. I just wanted to show you guys. I think a lot of our prices are already really great. This is the Meat Geek is what we talked about with Richard. We have things for PPCs. I don't know if you guys are doing ads, like someone like Earl. I think ads might be a little bit too soon for him. But for Earl, that was cool to see Snackeet hosting for digital marketing. That's pretty cool. Maybe we should use this. This Oviond. Am I saying that right? Where's Earl? Yeah, Earl is using Snackeet. Inbox Pro if you're sending a bunch of emails. And Basic Ops if you need project management tools. Oh, so this Genie one actually looked really cool. If you need to get financial data from your QuickBooks and have it really easy to understand, I thought Genie was pretty interesting. Marble. A lot of people are trying to sell courses. Problem with courses, don't buy the software. You can buy it now if you want to use it later. My suggestion is make sure you can get customers. But there's this. We've had other products that have done well in the past, but that's Marble. Dinvy. By the way, Lindsay and Callan, great job organizing the presentation, getting everyone together. Manage productivity and stay on budget with simple budgeting. Yeah, we need more budgeting help. Definitely getting better. And then, yeah, some of the AppSumo products, SendFox and KingSumo. All right. Less than 24 hours left on those products. Yes, you're right. R&R. You have this question a few times, so let me see what it is. We are a small team of female psychologists based in Berlin. I love Berlin. And just started our platform for psychological online courses. Dope. A lot of people could benefit from that. Personal development, anti-stress, female sexuality, target group women. Great. For marketing, we mainly, I read that as menly. We mainly rely on affiliate marketing. Okay. We want to also offer English courses, but don't know who we could approach as affiliate partners in, I like how you did in English speaking countries. Any business advice, please. Thanks so much in advance. So I think it's cool you guys are doing an affiliate marketing. The way that I've always done this is I just work backwards. So who in English is promoting a comparable course, or who in English most resembles the affiliate marketers you have in German, I'm guessing is what the language you're using. And I would just try to go match them. So for me, when I've done it at AppSumo, it's like, who's promoting software? Who's talking about tools? Who's talking about productivity? And let me go get more of them. That'd be number one. Just look for who's already doing similar products or courses. Secondly, you can ask for referrals from the affiliate marketing you're using. Like most affiliate marketers probably know another one. So that'd be the second thing. And third, there's these affiliate networks. There's like a ton of these affiliate networks. I think we use a few of them at AppSumo. So there's a bunch of them that are out there, and I would go sign up potentially for an affiliate network, have a lot of these guys and girls using and promoting your stuff, and then figure out which ones are best and then go in from there. So I like where you're going with it. I think it's great using affiliate marketing. My only other suggestion would be, I think affiliate marketing is a good channel. I would try to test other channels out. So paid ads is one that we've talked about today. Your own content is definitely becoming more common for a lot of business owners. Maybe it's, I don't know, some of these other ones are out there, but I definitely try to experiment. You don't want to be so dependent on just one channel for your business. I think if it's working, it's great, but I would definitely start having at least two. I think we're time. How much, Lindsay? We have time? I hope Earl sends me that perfume. Earl, I got a date pretty coming up, dude. I need that perfume, man. How y'all doing out there? If y'all want a shirt, say yeah or do a yeehaw in the comments. We'll give out one more shirt. I got 2 more minutes and then I'm out of here. Hope you guys are having, oh, there it is. I want to, partners. We'll find you a wife in Berlin. All right. I think we can give shirts to someone in Berlin. Let's send it to RR email, Lindsay at appsumo.com, LYNDSAY at appsumo.com. Taylor Banks, you got to have some AppSumo swag by now. If you don't as well, Taylor Banks, email Lindsay at appsumo.com. We're going to get you and RR some swag. I got 2 minutes. Any other last final questions that you guys are curious about for your own businesses? Some of the 49er products that we have out there today. Is this a common problem? Let me just ask Daniel. I'm hoping you guys, I wanted you guys to enjoy. I think we answered a lot of questions, showed some of the products, got to meet some real people, talk some of the business stuff. Are you guys, is this a common AppSumo problem where y'all are seeing deal terms change often? Because generally we don't change them too often, if at all. So it's not something we're trying to hide. Oh, a lot? Hold on. I'm just... A lot. Is anybody else seeing product terms change? So sometimes deal terms change, but maybe we should make that more called out. Right? Because like you know, as much as people are like, hey, we want all these terms, we want all this stuff, which we want to deliver what we promise, we also need to make it sustainable for the partner. Okay, this is good feedback. So the 3 things I've taken away from today, y'all have been super helpful, but it sounds like number 1 is the deal terms, and in the deal terms changing is not a bad thing as long as it's the transparency that's the issue. And if everyone wants to demand a lot of terms, that sometimes is why a partner does go out of business. So I think maybe it's the transparency and expectation setting. Number 2, the vetting products is something we're working on. And number 3, how did you guys like showing products through kind of like this live webinar? I don't know if they're called webinars, live show, live sales experience. I kind of liked it. It was so cool to see a product and a real person use it versus just here's an email or here's a video AppSumo's doing. I think there's something about it that was really, really interesting about this live experience. Look at y'all. Love y'all. Let me just go through other questions. Taylor Chung, is sumo.com still being worked on? Not so much. We are finding someone to work on it. So it's probably going to be between 3 and 5 months. It should be updated and worked on, if not sooner. How to turn LTDs into MRRs. One of our big priorities coming up is how to support partners post-launch so that they don't go out of business and they can get more MRR. That's something, Daniel, we have it on our list. It's just like of all there's a lot, just like your guys' lives in business, there's a lot of priorities and figure out which one is important. Right now, it's getting the confidence and trust back in our customer base, which I think is still there, but we want it to be better that partners don't go out. Transparency is happening. But the MRR post-launch, it's more of an educational thing and a support thing, which we want to do. I think we have some other things we need to take care of first, but thank you, Daniel. All right, I'm going to do last one. Adrian Skogland. Where are you from, Adrian? That's a cool last name. Berento. Let's look it up. What does the audience think? A lot of times let's actually just ask the audience. So Ferrento is a course builder. $79. Create your own branded course in minutes. No coding or design experience is necessary. You're busy and don't have time to waste on things that don't work. Oh, and this is a self-listed deal. That's cool. Turn your knowledge into a business. Lifetime access to Ferrento's startup plan. You must redeem your code 60 days. The deal is not stackable. What do people think? I'm curious what the audience thinks. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback. Swag. Sweden represent. I actually do. Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. That's on my short list. The commission rates are high. The logo looks like Loom. How many people here, maybe another question is how many people here are selling online courses or thinking about doing coaching and have bought a similar product? And maybe some, let's try to help out Adrian. What would you do if you were Adrian on AppSumo or you were trying to promote this more to get more people to buy it? Oh, dude, Helsinki, Finland, dude, so cool. So Facebook groups, there's a lot of LTD groups to get kind of initial buyers. I wonder if there's like AppSumo EO, there's SEO, AppSumo EO, where you have a lower price point to start. You get a bunch of buyers and reviews. We've actually seen a lot of success with that, where maybe starting and just absorbing a lower cost initially, build up the reviews and customer base, and then that'll actually get ranked higher. Our rankings take into a lot of different accounts about reviews, comments, conversion rate, price points. It takes a lot of different factors for those rankings to be able to get that higher. So Dieter says, looks kind of, dude, be honest, it's great. Be real. Can I be real? Yeah, be real. Looks kind of made. Do they host? Mark Levitt said he's going to do it. I'm skittish about the products on AppSumo for some reason. Mark, what makes you feel skittish? Steve has been happy with UpCoach. James has been happy with UpCoach. It needs more examples. Cherie, you are excellent. Dude, it's not $20. Real talk. $80 is like a decision. And then I have to decide which of the course builders am I going to choose. 39, 29, 49, 19 is not, it's like, okay, fine, I'll drop that and risk it, or I can return it. But I like the idea of the videos. I like the idea of getting kind of earlier beta customers through Facebook groups. You do host, Dieter, they do host. I think a video inside the software video are a great suggestion. There are other course products. Are these going to be around in a year? Great question. Mini course generator is the best. Has Vonza closed? I don't know if Vonza's closed or not. Again, y'all, I appreciate deal terms, vetting products, and then getting them to last. And these live deal sales, we're going to be doing more of 3 of these. It's going to get fixed. All right. Adrian, so come back. We'll do another live webinar in the future. I like doing this. I love seeing your guys' names and interacting with y'all. And also having someone like Earl come on was really exciting. You guys have a great Thursday, September 22nd. Thank you again for the feedback. If you guys want to message me ideas, noah@appsumo.com. I love hearing from you. Check out our 49er deal. There's actually some great. Snackeet was an awesome one. Meat Geek is an awesome one. A few other awesome ones that are out there. Y'all have a great week. I love you. See you out there. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Kellen. Yeah, I guess you've seen some of the YouTube videos. All right, y'all. See ya.